Hey guys, Sam here, welcome back to the channel. Today is a back workout, maybe a little bit of arms to finish, but I am back in Bodyworks gym in Tottenham. And after all these trips away and providing interviews and all this other content, I'm just glad to be in one of my favourite gyms back in London. So I'm going to have a good workout, higher reps than before, fewer sets, get through it quickly, a little wrap up at the end and discussion of other bodybuilding matters. And I'm going to start with the chin-ups, as I intend to warm up the biceps for a little work at the end, I think. Set one. Oh, it's no joke at my sort of weight, I have to say. Nice one of Kevin Levroni just up here. I actually saw him at the Arnold Classic weekend, but didn't get to talk to him at length because he was otherwise occupied. I made eye contact with him at the finals as he left, and he saw me, really shocked to see him. He gives me a wave, and then just as I was leaving the whole expo near the end of the Sunday, I walked past him outside the expo halls, and he's on the phone, and he saw me again and just had a fist bump as I walked past. But I would love to have met him properly because, you know, surely one of the greats, you know, all those guys in the 90s that could have all deserved an Olympia or two. Definitely fits into that sort of category for me. And number two. As always, I'm hitting a variety of angles with my training. So that first exercise, the emphasis is on the lats, but also the biceps because there's so much elbow flexion there in that way of hand positioning, the underhand grip. On this machine, the Paramount Total Back, I'm going to use the rowing form of it. That's a little bit more the mid-back, kind of a bit the trapezius as well, and less so the biceps, a little bit more so the lats than other rowing though. In the lats it feels very much like a hammer strength high row, but a very unusual piece of kit, which is why I like to make the most of using it while I'm here. Right, set one. So a moment ago I said low volume, but I tend to think of these things as relative to what you'd normally do. So it's going to be low volume for me doing 3 sets of most things, because typically I would do 4, and higher volume for me would be 5 or 6. So it's going to be 3 while I'm a little bit less volume, a little bit careful with things and less weight for me. So as it would be relative to what you normally do when it comes to load with the weight, I tend to think of it in the same way with volume and number of sets, that it's relative to what you normally do, relative to what you're used to basically. And so 3 sets of most things today. So set 2 on the weird machine that looks like a praying mantis. And set 3, last one. Now next up, I'm going with the Hammer Strength MTS High Row, and I normally use the plate loaded version of this machine because you can go heavier with it and it's what I'm used to. But as I am going lighter for the next couple of weeks or so, this is a good choice because it maintains the same kind of resistance all the way through the movement, being on a cable and a weight stack, which is a little bit different to the resistance you get on a seesaw with the weights. So it feels slightly different, but sometimes when these machines are older, they're a bit sticky. Sometimes the stack isn't heavy enough if you've got strong with your back. So those are the advantages and disadvantages of the two pieces. They're essentially the same angle, and why I'm going with this one today. And set 2. Something I just thought of actually. Several of you have asked me what I'm doing for forearms because mine are getting there faster than a lot of the rest, and actually very rarely do direct work on that kind of thing. But if you train back heavy and hard regularly, all that pulling, it definitely helps your forearms without addressing them on their own. So for this last set here, I'll show you the machine alongside the supinated grip one. So I'm using the pronated grip version of the high row. That's overhand in normal speak, and the supinated one, which is underhand grip in normal person speak, is the one just to the right there. But what I like to do when working back is mainly use options that have the pronated or overhand grip, as I feel that the biceps contribute less that way and make your back work harder. Might not be everyone's opinion or everyone's feeling with it, but that's generally what I've chosen for years. No. Oh, that's that done. I think possibly one more exercise on back to round it out, then look at biceps on their own, and then finish up our video for today. Now for finishing up on back, I'm actually going to do a lat pull down, as I feel like those 2 sets of chins at the start that were a heavy load for me, with me being a nearly 300-pound heavy load, haven't really worked enough on that angle for the lats. So I'm going to finish up on a lat pull down, which is going to be a lot more gentle, and that's going to be the last exercise for back. But for many more back workouts and every other body part workout you can imagine, make sure you subscribe, covering all of those workouts unedited, all the bad sets, all the good sets, and then other stuff on bodybuilding with interviews, PED discussions, nutrition plans, all the food stuff, eating challenges even, and everything bodybuilding. I should stop rambling and get on with this now, get this workout finished. Make sure that doesn't twat me in the face on the way out. Here we go. And last one. So I was going to move straight to biceps, and then I discover this has just moved in, and I really don't know what on earth this is. It's by Arsenal Strength, and it looks to be either some kind of pull-up or some kind of tricep piece. So you're going to see me work out exactly what it is, unedited. Well, not live, but unedited. So it looks like some kind of overhead tricep extension thing. I mean, it's not going to be like the skull crusher. I'm going to do it a really lightweight and figure out what it is and what it does. I think it's like an overhead tricep job. Let's give it a whirl. Right, so you hold. Yeah, it is an overhead tricep jobby. I'll try and do it with hands a bit wider. Yeah, that feels awkward. Do somewhere in between. Oh, this is awesome. I like this. Right, and then you use the foot pedal to take it down. It's not going to yank on your arm. I like this. This is credit to Arsenal Strength here. I wasn't going to do triceps, but now I'm settled in and warmed up on that. I'm going to give it a proper go. Not heavy, but I was looking for an alternative to French press. And the other day when I was doing the rope extensions at that angle, it was all achy elbows, so this felt fine. So this could be a new little exercise in the armory, the arms race armory. Let's give it another go. Sweet. I'll just show that from another angle, and then that's that one done. There we go again, set 3. Yeah, decent. And hit up the biceps as originally intended with the MTS bicep curl hammer strength. And again. There, that's the workout done. I thought it'd be nice to come up to the mezzanine level just to finish the video, so I'm almost never up here. It's basically where all the functional training gear is, and you know, my thing's not for function at all. It's just to, you know, look good, look like a bodybuilder, and that's so. The function is just the pictures. It's like function is to be on stage in a spray tan. No, I'm only messing around. General fitness is good. And I enjoyed getting back on the cardio with those battle ropes the other day. They've actually got some up here. I don't know if they're as heavy as the ones that I own, that I sometimes take to the park, but I can see myself doing more of that, 'cause I just don't like boring cardio. I find if I'm just kind of doing something on a cardio machine, low, steady state, I'll get easily bored. I'd have to find something really good to watch or be messaging people, but then I don't get the same kind of like headspace of escapism like I do with training, that I'm actually engaged in something. I feel like, you know, phone addict, like on the bike or something, and if I am going to do cardio in low steady state, I prefer to get outdoors, find it kind of clears my head a little bit more. And then if I'm going to do cardio that's a bit more active, I like to get it done quicker and have variety in it, like messing about with skipping ropes or battle ropes. That's a thought. There might be skipping ropes up here actually. I'm going to have a quick look while I'm up here. It's, believe it or not, Mr. Overweight me can actually do skipping. There don't look to be any. They don't look to be in the immediate vicinity. They've got kettlebells up here. They've got various bags and bits and bobs, but that's in conclusion, that's my usual thing, like as well as battle ropes, it's skipping ropes. So I'd sometimes do a HIIT training thing, like the Tabata protocol that I showed you the other day with the 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. I'd do like a mixture of battle ropes, skipping and floor core exercises. So it might be like, and then other crazy stuff like burpees and stuff. So it might be like, you got your 8 sets and it would be like, well, your 8 sets per Tabata round could go like battle ropes straight, then skipping ropes high knees, then battle ropes alternating, then skipping rope in the box step, then battle ropes side to side, then crunches, then like battle ropes really high up and down, and then bicycle crunches, and that'll be like an 8 set round where I'm like all over the place, and even the rest periods of 10 seconds are me kind of getting up and down off the ground or reorientating myself with the different equipment that I'm using. So that's what I do for like crazy cardio when I can be bothered, or what I used to do a lot with circuit training in the park. So I was doing that down in Primrose Hill, Regent's Park in London, before all of the stuff in 2020. I was doing that every week as just a thing with friends, and it was really fun, like, because people then get all their exercise done outdoors, really clear their head, get it done quickly, meet a load of other people to train with. That'd be like my thing for cardio, or just go on a nice walk, or make a day of it, walking or cycling, or other activities that you could do with another person that kind of get you out of breath. Leave it to your imagination, but quite a few things are a lot more fun than going on a bike or a treadmill that takes you nowhere. Just don't do boring cardio, Even going out dancing for the night or something, that's like low steady state exercise that would be kind of mixed in with your lifestyle, I think when I've seen people with bodybuilding and cardio and contest prep, I find it crazy that someone would say that they're not going to go on a night out where they'd be out dancing because they've got to be up early in the morning to walk on a machine that takes you nowhere. It's like, why would you do that? You get the same low steady state exercise just going out and having fun. That's what I would do anyway. Like for cardio, I would just like go out, just get out and about, do a day trip, something like that. Pretty much anything apart from like walking on a belt that takes you nowhere. They also make me dizzy. So that's my thoughts on cardio. I've never really got around to talking about cardio much. It's been all about the nutrition and workouts and bodybuilding, hardcore bodybuilding stuff, but it's definitely important. I just get bored if I don't make it interesting or a challenge in its own way, because those kind of sets of battle ropes and skipping ropes, well, skipping is like a skill. It's like fun to achieve the different footwork that you can do with it, or the crisscross, or when you combine them, like doing the crisscross and the boxer step at the same time. I'm talking a good game, right? Like I'm going to have to show this another day. I've never done it at this weight, so that could be hilarious. Could be a hilarious accident waiting to happen, so I'll keep that on the agenda. But I know people prefer like a chest day or an arm day, so maybe I'll just kind of like squeeze it in by putting it at the end of one of those workouts if I'm not too frazzled. Which I shouldn't be, the way that I'm training lower volume and less weight at the moment. The only thing I'm doing higher is more reps, as you've seen. So that was carried on into this workout as I kind of go easy on that arm that was recovering and go easy on myself after pushing so hard in general. I'm going to have to carry on pushing food to try and make this 300 pounds journey challenge done. The heaviest I've been in the morning is 298, which is frustratingly close, because what I will say now is that I'm not going to cheat this. I'm not just going to like cheat the morning weigh-in by drinking loads of water or having big breakfast and water first or something crazy like that. I'm going to do it proper, but I feel like if I can't do it proper within the next 2 weeks, and I lost a couple of pounds while away travelling last weekend and struggling with food in general, like, you know, feeling more sick from more food, not sick ill, but like food like it's going to come up because I'm forcing food so much. Losing a few pounds there, it is possible that this time round I won't make it to the 300, and what I'm not going to do is like prolong all the methods that I'm using in an irresponsible way. I want to set a good example here, so if I don't make it to 300 pounds in the next couple of weeks, what you'll see me do is announce that the project, or that particular challenge in the greater project, is on pause, and that it's to be resumed after a couple of months of kind of coasting or cruise control, you know what I'm saying? I would do something like that instead. It would be kind of the road to 300 pounds, but the kind of service station at the side of the motorway where I'm just going to cruise in, get a few responsible checkups done, not prolong the duration of all the hard blastology, and just be a responsible person and allow the opportunity to instruct on demonstrate on and explain on a few other things. I'll take the opportunity for that, and then pick up the road to 300 pounds a couple of months after that, and then I could maybe achieve it, you know, just a couple of months later than expected, which is it's better to do it that way and, you know, not cause problems that wreck my progress later down the line, or cause other problems for me later down the line. And as I don't intend to compete until next year anyway, that would be entirely possible and in line with my goals and general timescales. But I'm not talking myself out of doing this by saying all this, by the way. It's not like I'm not going to keep pushing the food and keep trying for the next couple of weeks to hit that 300. I'm just saying that in the event that I don't, there are good reasons for it, and I am fine. I want to keep myself fine, and I also want to be honest with you and very real about it in what happens in the event that I don't make it to 300, in, you know, saying now that I won't cheat it, basically. I'll just say it's actually happening. So that's the road ahead on this road to 300 pounds, and you know, I hope I don't disappoint anyone, but the feedback I seem to get is that you guys like it to be very real and as is, and explain everything. So that's what I'm going to do. But you might be waiting a little while for me to be a 300 pound class monster as intended, but I'll look after myself and enjoy this for as long as possible, because I love coming here. This has been the highlight of my day today. Well, actually helping some of you guys, so like talking to a few guys on checking calls and stuff like that has been very satisfying today as well. Just all of this in general is what I love to do, so I'm very grateful for all of that. I'm very grateful if you've made it this far in the video with me rambling on, and I think I'll leave it at that for today. So, start of a new week tomorrow. Train hard. Any questions about anything, drop them in the comments. We'll be talking. I'll help you where I can, and speak very soon. Cheers.